What's up guys, it's me Janne here, back again for another video, and in today's video I will be doing something I'd like to call the Solberg challenge. Also could have called it the Elliot challenge, but that would have been way less clickbaity of a title, and I'm all about the views because I'm such an obnoxious YouTuber, you know me. But Oliver and Petter and maybe some other members of the Solberg family got involved in sim racing given the lockdown situation, and what shocked a lot of sim racers was that they were using chase cam despite having very high end stuff like direct drive wheels and load salt pedals and all that. And there's then the reason that in chase cam they can see the rear of the car and then somehow feel the rear of the car better, because obviously sims do lack that ass feel. So that's the way that they're trying to like counter the lack of ass feel. So in today's video I'll be trying to drive through the same stage twice with the same car, obviously. And first run I will be doing sort of a counter run, comparison run, like I'd normally drive from cockpit cam, and just drive it regularly. And then I'll do the same stage in the same car again while driving from chase cam to see if I can feel the rear any better, or if it helps me anyway, or if it's worse, or yeah, basically what it would be to me in comparison to a normal traditional cockpit run that I've gotten very used to by now. And without further ado, let's hop on to the start line and begin our very scientific test here. Actually, there's at least some scientific basis here, unlike in the gender video. But yeah, let's hop onto the start line. Pow! Alright, here we are at Diamond Creek with the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9 R4, and that is the scene for our test today. I thought of this stage because there are long corners, gone in high speeds, so in a way I'd guess that you need to feel the rear quite well here. You can I don't know, I just feel like this is going to be a good thing, and if it's not, then tough shit really. And also this is a stage I know somewhat well, given that it's been featured in a few rallies lately. So I've got good notes here and remember the stage quite well. Although this is a new car for me, but let's not let that bother us. And okay, there is that one thing that we need to take into consideration here, that I've done a lot of sim racing. I've done a lot of sim racing from the cockpit view, but I've not done a lot of real life racing or real life driving in rallying aspect, and I should indeed learn to drive. You know, if you know. And so this is the normal for me. I think with now, if I were to drive a real life car, I think my ass would be overstimulated. I'd get diarrhea or something. I'm just guessing here, but I'm quite sure that would happen. And so therefore, if there is some gains to be found, I think I could find them quite well. Although this is the normal for me, like I said. I very much know what this is like for me, and then I should be able to see if there's any differences to this. Because I've been doing this for a very long time. Too long time if you ask my family and or my girlfriend. But we don't ask, just keep going. Hope that they tolerate me even in the future, despite me always driving, but shit, can't afford the real thing. This is what I'll have to make do with. To be honest, this is quite fun as well. Quite fun is the understanding of the year, I do agree. Now I'm just trying to make some cleverish small talk, as this is just a control run, or comparison run of sorts. Also we get to now experience the FMOD sounds from the external view as well. Although chase cam a bit different to all the roadside cameras, which very well highlight the amazingness of FMOD. But regardless, it's going to be amazing, I hope. But yeah, final corner, and time is 3:09.94. But it's not all about time, it's also about how I feel with chase cam compared to this. And alright, here we are for the second run and for the blasphemy. No, just kidding. But here we are for the chase cam run. And the only thing that is really allowing me to do this is the amazing FMOD sounds that we get to hear now, compared to the internal. I mean, the internal sounds very good as well, but just always going to sound better. From the external, and yeah, it feels very weird because, like I said, cockpit cam is normal for me. I've very much adapted to it. I know how it should feel to get car to do, for example, Ting A or Ting B, and the field of view is mathematically accurate, but here the field of view is different and you can't change it in the game, in the chase cam, as far as I know. So that's also providing a challenge for us here. But I think the biggest issue here is not about feeling the rear or not feeling the rear or whatever. It's about how the car rotates in comparison to the camera. As like we said before, there's no really ass feeling in sim racing apart from intense sweat. That is the only ass feeling we get in sim racing. I've learned to use visual clues as well to my advantage while driving. So now all of those visual clues have been changed, and there's nothing I've been accustomed to in here, and that is very weird. For example, I have the cockpit cam very solidly in place, no movement whatsoever, and I've learned through there to sort of like judge the movement of the car based on how the car pitches and all that. But now, I mean, in a way I can see it more clearly, but in a way I can not, because I need to now pay attention to how much the car moves in relation to the camera. The camera is not moving as much with the car in a way, but the car is moving without the camera, and at least for me it is very hard to see. And even with that simple drift with the camera kind of like following a bit late, it felt very hard trying to realize where the car was going, what it was doing, despite me seeing it there in front of my eyes. So it was very weird. And I mean, I guess with some adaptation and practice I could be somewhat fast in this one as well, but it just feels somehow very wrong to use wheel impels and be here in the chase cam. And I would have to pay attention to so much different things here compared to normal. I'd have to pay attention to, well, a lot of things really, a lot more different things than what I normally do, and then therefore I would need to use my brain a lot differently again while driving. And yes, I do have a brain, even though you guys might not always believe it. And but yeah, I think, well, our time was absolute dog shit there, but I went off as well, but it was thanks to me not really seeing the things the way I'm used to, and therefore misjudging and going off. But yeah, I would have to. there would be a lot less of routine, as there would be a lot more adapting to do. I would have to work harder with my brain while driving that way. So yeah, I mean, for them it might work, but for me it definitely doesn't work, as we saw just here. Okay, there we have it. I was a lot slower on the chase cam, not surprisingly, really. And but yeah, like I was saying, it is a lot different to me, as I've got such a heavy base. I don't know if knowledge is the right word, but heavy base from sim racing, from cockpit cam. That's how I've used to do it, how I've adapted to it. I know pretty well what each visual clue and what force feedback field makes, what it means in relation to the movement of the car. And now I had a whole new set of visual clues, and it was very hard for me. But like we saw in that one fishtailing moment there, it didn't really help me control the car better. If anything, I mean, I'm very sure that in cockpit cam I would have just easily could have kept the right foot down and just get on with it. But now I had to brake a bit in order to stop the sliding and then just get back on the power. So yeah, interesting thing in a way. But then again, it might matter more for those who are uh, accustomed to the ass feeling while driving. But like I said before, only feeling in my ass is sweat while sim racing. So I've learned to use the visual clues a lot more than what they have in a way, and I think that is the biggest difference here. Just as has been highlighted very much in by, for example, Jimmy and some other guys, that sim racing and real racing are two different skill sets. There's some overlapping. I think there would be a neat Venn diagram about it. That would be very suitable for it. That some parts of sim racing and some parts of real racing do overlap, but there are also parts that do not overlap at all, and that means that not all sim racers can jump from sims to real racing and be good at that, and vice versa, as we've seen here in the lockdown area, especially with lots of real world drivers doing sim races as well. Some of them doing really well, but usually it's those with more experience, like Lando and Max and all those guys. But to be honest, also Charles and George have been really impressive on the F1 stuff. Although, as far as I know, they have not been as active before like Lando and Max, but still, they are still young and they get to learn. But yeah, a whole lot of shit to watch through for you guys. Now you're here, and not really anything to say. It's different for everyone. So I basically wasted your time. I'm sorry, but then again, I'm not sorry. I got views. Happy days. Clickbait for the win. And yeah, that is pretty much all I've got to say. And I'd want to thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you at latest on Sunday with VRC Rally Poland. I hope to not be around the tree there, but most likely will. And yeah, that is all for now. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. I'll see you again later on. Bye.